Hello, 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 ladies and gentlemen. Thank you for hitting that play button for another episode of the Heady Coleman podcast, where I sit down with fabulous people to have go-win conversations. Go-win is being consistent and doing the right things that allow for you to achieve the wins that you have defined for your life so that you can live out your story. Today, ladies and gentlemen, I am sitting down with you, and I've had a podcast before.
Yes,
I think it's for the Guthrie America.
We did. Yeah, we did it back in right before COVID, 2020, January 2020. Yes, sir.
Yeah, so he hadn't been on this podcast, but he's been on one of my podcasts, which is the Guthrie America podcast, which you need to go and listen to. But today I'm sitting down with my man Justin Stevenson, and Justin and I connected because my son started playing some sport.
He was doing some basketball. I think he might have come to my summer little skills and drills deal. I can't remember if he did then, but definitely came to the basketball stuff.
Yeah, so Justin and I, even though we're in the same town, but we really connected whenever I started trying to get him to do some one-on-one coaching with my son.
He could have been a basketball player
and
too.
Justin he didn't want to.
Oh no, it wasn't me. It wasn't me. I got the pictures for it. I was trying to push him to do it, but
I wish he would have played basketball. Man.
And I wanted him to do football. He got the feet work,
He
But,
wasn't gonna do football.
See, but I'm glad the tennis stuff is working out. Though.
Tennis is going.
I've seen him in the Y. I've seen his body change from working out with his trainer and working out. He looks good.
Yeah. So, man, just before we get started, though, go ahead and hit that subscribe button on YouTube or wherever you're listening or watching, because that subscriber count matters. And then also like and share this episode with Justin as we talk about Justin. I'm on this mission to build up this community of teachers. I want to encourage 1 million teachers weekly through a newsletter. So be looking for that newsletter if you're an educator, teacher. Be looking for that. And so really, man, I'm kind of making a turn where I want to sit down with more teachers because of the impact, talking about my son.
Yes, sir.
And under this impact that you all make and being able to watch you go into teaching out of, what were you, a police officer?
I was a police officer, DHS worker and police officer.
DHS, Then going into teaching and watching you do that and being super impressed, just talking about how you have been diligent and moving up with some of your students, which to me, when you said you've been with your same students since sixth grade, let me know that you've been sticking out, because I know how the rotation goes.
Yeah, I stuck
with teachers coming and going.
I stuck it out. Same classroom, same school. Well, I changed schools once when I went from elementary to middle school, but I've been at Hefner for this is my 5th year. I think I just finished my 5th year at Hefner, so I stuck it out. Yeah, so.
That's cool, man. Just want to applaud you for doing that, because I think the work that you do matters. Because
Thank you.
I always tell teachers, it's crazy that you can have, and I don't know if this is true for you, but let's say elementary, you get 30 kids, you're with them for the whole year, right?
Yes.
And so, man, if you've been teaching for 10 years, that's 300 students that you've had the opportunity to impact in some way beyond just books, right?
Right. This will be going into my 7th year, so yeah. Yeah, it's a lot of kids. You can't remember all the names, but you remember faces, and gone through COVID year with it, during part-time and some virtual. So some kids I only saw, on the computer, and they were like, hey, Mr. Stevenson. I'm like, hey, I don't really know him because I saw his little picture on the screen.
Oh, yeah.
And then the kids that were in school that year that cut off in that March, I think they are that was 2020. They would be going into their sophomore year.
No, senior. You talking about COVID?
Well, my sister. I'm trying to figure out what. Actually, it's so crazy. I can't remember what grade they are. I think they might be sophomores. Sophomores or juniors. Yeah, the 6th grade group I had.
Yeah.
And so it cut off, and I can't remember their names from spring break that year. It's crazy. So but definitely impact a lot of kids. I've always been the lunch monitor too for 6th grade. So I see all 300 plus or whatever every day in the cafeteria. Yeah. So I was around all of them. We got different teacher teams, A, B, C, sometimes even D.
Yeah.
So I'm around all of them.
And so even in that, let's just talk about you being around 300 kids at least, however many days you're in school, right? And some of those students, you won't even know their names.
Yeah.
But the impact you may be making, about them watching you You always dress sharp.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You're relevant because there's a similar look to you than some of what they admire to be. You don't even know who you impact.
Definitely. Like I said, it's very impactful. That's one of the main things I like about it. Like when you mentioned the dressing, like I always said, I've always dressed since I was little. I can remember being 9, 2 years old. Like, Mom, get away. I earn my own clothes. I got this.
Yeah.
I'll do it because you're doing something. I got it. So I've always been a clothes guy, shoe guy, and it's definitely very helpful and impactful. Helps you make a connection with these kids.
Yeah.
Some days I dress up, downs. I'll mix it up. Dress up, top, high. Real nice shoes, whatever. You know what I'm saying? So it's a connection. They notice it. Trust me, they see it.
Oh, yeah.
Like moving up to high school, coming up this next year, the kids I had before, Mr. Stevenson, where your shoe game at? Where your shoes? Where the shoes at?
Yeah.
I'm on the football field right now. I'm not going to wear my good shoes out here. They be looking for, where those shoes at, Coach?
Yeah.
I still got them. They're here.
Yeah.
So they remember that. They definitely remember that. A coach on my staff yesterday at practice, Thursday at practice, he said, hey, I met somebody over in Edmond Wednesday night. Saw I had Putnam City North stuff on. They was like, hey, you know Coach Stevenson? And he was like, yeah, actually I coached with him. He's the head freshman coach or whatever. He was like, oh, okay, that's good. He got the swag or something. Some lady, I was like, I don't know if she worked at Hefner or what. He said, I can't remember who she was, but she knew who you were.
Yeah.
So that type of stuff people remember. Like your Red Sox.
Yeah.
People know.
Yeah.
You know?
So, those kind of things, just having little touch points.
Right.
Something to be able to connect with people or conversation starters.
It definitely shoes with these kids.
Yeah.
It definitely a connection. I'm like, y'all don't even know who Jordan is. Y'all even make me mad. Like, y'all went into raffles and got all this stuff on. You don't even know who he is. Talking about LeBron. Talking about LeBron's the GOAT. What? Why you got these Jordans on there? You don't even make any sense. Y'all just be talking. So I put the video on. Look at this.
Yeah.
Watch these highlights. I get them. So it's a connection. Definitely works.
What talking about being in the classroom and everything, what is something simple like that you do to immediately start connecting with kids?
First day of school, I tell my story. I tell my story as growing up in Guthrie, single parent home, mom passed away right when high school starts. I tell my story. I say, I might drive down your lane right now. I might walk down your street to listen to what I'm saying. Because I know someone's in here going through the same thing, or you will. You will. So, and I did, and it's crazy. I did that, and there's a girl that I had no clue about. She was in my class like 2 years ago. She moved over to Deer Creek. She still inboxes me, talks to me to this day on Instagram because we connected when she came back to my classroom one day in the spring before school was out. Had to be year before last, and told me about her mom passing away from cancer when she was like 7 or 8 years old. And I was like, see, sorry about that. We got that connection. We both lost our mom, And it's so crazy. She was on my basketball team, and I was hard on her all year long, but she just stuck with it. It's like she just wasn't getting any better, so I couldn't really play her. But that didn't deter her. Her grandparents asked me, what can she do, this and that. So I kind of thought she did kind of like me a little bit, but she wasn't a disrespectful kid. But then that spring, she came in, out of nowhere, just came in my classroom when we started talking, and had that connection.
Yeah.
And then she joined the AAU team, got better. She ended up having to move up to Deer Creek. Incident happened. She had to move to Deer Creek this past year, but talks to me all the time. Hey, Will Stevenson, inboxing me. Hey, I made the team. Hey, I'm starting this, I'm that. I got, I might be coming back next year to PC North. Are you going to be there? I say, well, that's the plan, So we connect. So it's stuff like that that you connect on. We all going through things like that. You just start talking. You just got to talk. Yeah. Be yourself.
No, that's cool. Yeah, definitely just sharing your story because you never know what part of your story is going to have connect with the student. And, that's cool. So you go into teaching. Was the thought that you would want to coach, or did you just how did you get into teaching?
I had always been a coach. Like, even back to high school, I was looking through the questions. I started coaching with Coach McIntyre. He's my freshman basketball coach, and he was on the varsity staff throughout my years in high school. I started coaching with him when I started being able to drive when I was 16 years old, my junior year. he asked me to help him coach his YMCA team because his son was playing. His son's name was Dylan. And my little cousin Stanton played on the team too. So I started helping coach way back in high school when I was 16 years old. So then I always knew I wanted to be a coach. And I always admired Coach Bennett and Mr. Young. I was like, I want to have that job. I want to be Mr. Young. I want to be a junior high AD, chilling all day and coach some. You know what I'm saying? But then get into college and run away from it and try to do this, try to do that.
Okay.
But when I graduated from OSU, I still came right back home, and I helped Brian Jenkins coach a little cousin Gavin's team. His son Dane was on there. I helped him coach a team there like second grade, I think, football. So I started then. So about 2005, I've been doing this. So then when my son helped coach the flag football team, and then he said, "Daddy, I'm not playing flag no more." He was young. Like, I'm not doing it no more. He was killing it. Him and Nakai both was killing it. So second grade year, he was in second grade, and Nakai was in third grade. I helped coach their Blue Jay team. Yeah. But I was still policing, so I was only being there part-time. Okay. You know what I'm saying? I was going to my training and all that. So I think I missed one game because the shift changed or whatever, and I couldn't get there. But I'll show up in uniform and everything just to be there on Saturday to coach, you know. So I've been coaching since like 2005, football and or basketball, or both. So I coached Caden's team all the way from second grade to sixth grade. So I took a break, like for 2 years maybe, and then I think his eighth grade year is when I started teaching at North Highland.
Okay.
So it was elementary school. And then that finished that year. That next summer, I was about to go back to North Highland. I got a call from my friend that's coaching with me now, Ricky Lewis. He got me in contact with Carmen Pence that's over at the AD at Hefner. Like, it's really within days of school starting for Oklahoma City again. And I called her, like, hey, Coach Lewis told me to Mr. Lewis told me to get a hold of you, whatever. And like, she's like, we were talking. She's like, yeah, I got a sixth grade head football coach job open. I was like, oh, okay. She's like, I said, any teacher spot? She's like, yeah, we got one, whatever. I was like, okay. And then like, she's like, can you interview tomorrow? I went on a Friday because I went in and talked to her. Me and Terry was going to go to the Outlet Mall, Terry Bennett. Like, oh, we want to ride me to this interview? We can go to Outlet Mall after that. He's like, yeah. So he literally, I went and tried to do the interview. He sat outside. He sat outside in the car. They're on. It's July. I lied. It's July.
That is hilarious.
He sat outside in the car. I go in and interview for the job, and we walk around the Outlet Mall. My phone rings. Hey, we could offer you the job. Cool. All right, what I need to do. So that's how I got in. That's how I got into coaching school ball. But I've been coaching since 2005. Sure. So I'm like year 15 in coaching. So I say I've really worked my way up from second grade all the way up to ninth grade. Now I've done every grade of this.
So since doing it in that way, like being a community coach, right? Like kids are calling you coach before you even teaching.
Yeah.
Now that you're teaching and doing it, I guess more from an organizational. School organization,
definitely.
Do you feel there's a big difference, or you still approach it the same?
It's a little bit different, but I kept the same format. Like, I'm seriously kind of still doing the stuff I did with second graders, freshmen, because I always treated it like a pro job. Mm-hmm. But I'm saying, like I tell people, you just get bigger, stronger, faster. Sports are the same. You just get bigger, stronger, faster. That's it. Yeah. Some schemes might change, but as far as everything else, bigger, stronger, faster. So I didn't treat them no different. Like, I'm seeing what pros are doing, colleges are doing, high schools are doing. We're doing it. Kids can do this stuff. Yeah. Some stuff's too complex. You just break it down, make it stupid. Yeah. Make it simple, stupid, or whatever the saying is, or whatever. You just dumb it down some. Don't make it hard. But it's a little bit different. Like I said, doing the grading, the teaching, and all that stuff. But I enjoy it.
Do you think being in the classroom as a coach helps you be a better coach, or would you say, man, if I could do it without teaching, that probably would allow for you to be a better coach?
Most definitely. Yeah, like, in Texas and stuff like that, and probably some other schools in the state, if I could just coach, I could definitely be a better coach. But I think, too, if I was just teaching, I could just be a better teacher, too. Yeah. You're just doing double duty. It's late nights. Like that Enid trip, man, we went to Enid last year on a Tuesday, we got home. It's like 11 o'clock. Kids don't want to go to school next day. They say, hey, y'all better be there. No, I don't want to hear nothing tomorrow. I got to get here at 7:10. Y'all better be here too. I don't want to hear nothing to see nothing. I know it's a long night on a Monday, Tuesday night, so it's tough like that, doing double duty, grading and practicing and all that stuff, and teaching, getting the curriculum, all that out.
Yeah.
It can be stressful because this year I've been doing geography, 6th grade geography. This year I'm going to be doing Oklahoma history. Freshman.
Okay.
So I haven't done Oklahoma history since 1996. You know what I'm saying? It's 2023.
They're
so
gonna give you a cheat book.
I got the book. I got the book in the car. You know what I'm saying? I don't try to make anything hard.
Yeah.
I'm not one of those guys or teachers that want to make stuff hard. Why? Everything else around is just too hard.
Yeah.
They not gonna remember too much of this stuff or whatever. We don't need to make stuff hard.
Yeah.
And I'm here to make it simple. I want you to pass, but you gotta get an effort.
Yeah.
You don't get an effort, then you're probably not gonna pass.
Yeah.
That's on you.
Yeah, because you think about like in your situation being the coach, teacher, you have a lot more similarities to being a student, because student athlete.
Yes,
right? They got to juggle both as well.
Yeah. It's like the being the same again. I never thought about it that way. Yeah, it's like that, being that all over again. Just on the other side of it, but you're still working.
Yeah,
still got to practice. Still got to be at the games.
Yeah,
you
still got to bust the books open sometimes.
Yeah,
to freshen up or whatever. Yeah. So I think in that's one of the things. Like whenever you worked, when I was in high school. There was always this thing of teachers who never played sports versus teachers who had done it before.
Yes, and that is
a lot more understanding. Can kind of know where you're coming from. They talk to you different.
Man.
You know what I'm saying?
It's funny you say that. It's an issue. I've been telling my kids. I hate to be this way. I tell them for years. I say, hey, some people here don't care about sports.
Yeah.
I said, I'm sorry. Some of your teachers, they couldn't care less about this.
Mm-hmm.
Watch it. Pay attention. You can hear it where they talk. They couldn't care less about sports aspect. Sometimes the admin doesn't. So, and they're looking at you. They got their eyes on you. It's a target on your back. When you put that jersey on the word on a Monday night or Friday, whenever game day is, you put that jersey on, wearing it through the school, they're looking at you. I told people before, my job starts before I can even get in the car driving to work. So I'm getting messages, emails. So-and-so did this yesterday. Yeah. I don't know his name, but he has number 5 jersey on. Or this and this and that. I'm like, oh, my God. Well, just do your job. You're going to punish them or whatever. I understand. I appreciate you trying to come through me, but when I try to give you a solution to fix it, and if you're not listening to me, why you keep telling me about it? Yeah. You know what I'm saying? I punish them on the field or on the court or whatever for doing it. But if it's not working, call the parent. Yeah. But I do appreciate you reaching out to me. But if it's over and over and over again or whatever, it's a 24/7 job. Yeah. When you coach and teach, it's 24/7. Like I said, kids find a way to find you on social media, whatever. My kids are older now; they're in high school now, so I can talk to them more. I didn't really talk to the middle school kids much on as far as an app or whatever. It's an app, like Remind, one-on-one, a band. These boys are older now, so I do communicate more with them now. Yeah. And I think it's working. As far as building a relationship, and I can tell who really wants it. Yeah. Like this year, I'm bringing in a whole new quarterback. My quarterback I've had. Well, the kid I told you that left earlier, we talking earlier, that left, went over there to we're not going to say where. But, and then the other kid that played for me last year moved to PCO. So, literally right down the street.
Yeah, same district.
Yeah, to play with his brother's going to be a senior. He's going to be a freshman. I guess it's making it easier on the family or whatever. So now I'm bringing in a totally new kid. So it's been a struggle a little bit this summer, but he wants it. It's showing now. Like, he had a leaps and bounds from June to July, from throwing the ball, footwork, attitude, because he wants it, because he's communicating with me through the app, through Instagram, stuff. So it's working. So that's good tools.
Man, so much to ask. Since you started teaching, being in the classroom, just classroom-wise, what is something from the first time you walked in there to now, getting ready to go into what year is this for you?
This will be year 7.
Year 7 in the classroom. Yeah. What's been the biggest change for you? Just for you as a teacher.
My first day at North Highland, I didn't know what to expect. I'm like, what? And they were so small. It was sixth grade then too, but it was still elementary. It wasn't considered middle school.
Yeah.
And now I'm just more comfortable. Like it's nothing.
Yeah.
First day, hey, Coach Stevenson, Mr. Stevenson, whatever. Here's the rules. Like I really don't have rules. You know what respect is? That's what we're gonna do in this classroom. I don't have a whole laundry list of rules on the board, nothing like that. But this is what we're gonna do. We're gonna respect each other in this classroom. It's gonna be a safe space. You know, we're not gonna be talking about each other or whatever. I said, but I did say if you try to get on me, like joking and ragging, I said I'm gonna come back at you. I'm the type that's gonna come back at you. So you better be ready because I stay locked and loaded. I'm ready all the time. You ask anybody about me, I'm ready to come back. Bam, I'm on it. Yeah. So we had to do it a little bit, but it's pretty much it's kind of easy to me now. Yeah, for the most part, you know. Yeah. The work is already there, and they know what to expect. You know, you got to let them know what you expect. If you don't let them know what you expect, they'll run you over. That's what a lot of people have. Why they're leaving. A lot of people leave. Of course, it's the money issue or lack of support from the admin or whatever it is, the state. But you got to come in with a plan, prepared, and stern. Mm-hmm. You can always ease up later. You can't come in all on easy street and then try to come, later. Yeah. It's not gonna work, And you know what I'm saying? But they definitely have no fear. I bet when you were younger, like I was younger, I didn't care if I had a female teacher, male teacher, black, white, or other. It was the teacher. Yeah. I wasn't gonna say anything to mess up the family name or get in trouble. I didn't want to get in trouble. Yeah. Some of them they have no care in the world. They have no regard. None. Like some of the things that they say to me, I'm like, I would never in my life have said that to a teacher. Like, you bald head, you this, you that, you like, I'm like, think I care about that? But I'm just saying, but you shouldn't be saying that. Yeah. But
it's not that it's impacting you in any type of way. Yeah, it's like the disregard.
Disregard, yeah, they have no filter, don't know like when to turn it off, when to turn it on. Yeah. It's like I tell them, I said, I would love to have more fun with y'all in class. But when I do it, it's so hard to get y'all to turn it off. So I just rather just keep it off. I say, I want to stay right here. Yeah. I want to be right here. Yeah. Because if I go here, I'm going to be here. Yeah. I'm telling you don't want me up here. I tell the players, the girls in class, you don't want me up here. And the girls definitely, the basketball girls, they know. Yeah. But I said, I try to stay right here. Yeah.
And that's where you got to keep them.
Yeah. Just right
so
here.
If you stay right there, you get, because, you just can't even crack. Like, you just try to joke or try to have fun. It's like they just lose their mind and just be disrespectful. Yeah. Because you can joke and have fun and still be respectful.
Right.
But they just don't know how to do that.
It's like there's boundaries now. Yeah, it's like there's no boundaries now. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? And it's a difficult job. You gotta have some tough, thick skin to do it.
What are the type of resources that you like, as far as the classroom goes? Because I feel like there may be two types of teachers. Let's talk about two types. One, they want all the resources they can, and they're fighting for them. Mm-hmm. But then there's that other teacher's like, you give me whatever you got, and I'm gonna make it happen.
I'm simple. Simple. Like my first year, we didn't have any books.
So, you didn't have no school books? Why, because of COVID or just?
No. My first year in elementary school in North Highland had no books. Oklahoma City, we had no books. It was, you got to find it online. It was a struggle.
Wait, they came to you and was like, we have no books. Figure it out.
Yeah, I mean, kind of. And then when I got to Hefner, you only have a classroom set of books.
Okay, so everybody's sharing.
So they can't take it. Yeah, everybody's sharing. Okay. So they can't take them home. Well, they can come back later in the day. If they got homework, you can come check it out later in the day, but you need to bring it back the next day because if we got 30, we got 30. Yep. You know what I'm saying? And then now the district is good. We got the iPads. One-on-one, everybody has an iPad. So now our district has made books, our own books. So everybody has a book on their iPad.
Oh, gotcha.
So it's different than the one that was in the cabinet because that was years ago. You know what I'm saying?
Do they take the iPads home? Mm-hmm. Really? So these kids are taking iPads home?
Even before, sixth grade used to not. Before COVID, I want to say they weren't taking them home, my sixth grade group. Okay. They was coming in every day because, sixth grade trying to bring it back to school. Yeah. It was man, then try to get a hold of the parent. You don't have an extra one. So they kind of just,
that's what I'm thinking.
They kind of just sitting there that day. Like, if you didn't make paper copies like me, since COVID, I don't use paper at all. Like, I have boxes and boxes of paper, copy paper, because I don't use them no more.
Yeah.
Everything went online, so you don't need the paper. Me, I don't. So everything's on the iPad. So the iPad works great with me. I'm good. I don't need all these resources that people want or whatever.
Yeah.
I need me apps on the iPad to use, but as far as all this stuff, I don't need it.
So do they have keyboards with their iPads?
I mean, it's nice. Yeah. They got new ones now. They flip open and got a keyboard on it, screen.
Gotcha.
Yeah, but before
did they used to have Google Chrome? So why they
Google Chromebooks or whatever? When I was at Oklahoma City, had Chromebooks. When I got over here, everybody had an iPad. A PC North District, Putnam City District.
It's like I'm trying to think of myself in middle school with an iPad.
So imagine what's going on. Imagine what's going on.
Well, first of all, me trying to keep up with
it, but imagine what's going on with them, what they doing.
Oh yeah, no, I won't even go. I know that.
I'm like,
but I'm just trying to think. I'm trying to get past the thought of me trying to bring home an iPad and bring it back to school every day.
Yeah.
Because when I was in school, the students listening, don't ignore this. Hold your ears. But I mean, I would leave my books in the locker. Like,
right.
I never even.
See, look at you. Terrible. Yeah. But yeah, the same thing. They'll say, I don't have it. Or you know it's intentionally doing it. So you know somebody's intentionally doing this every day.
Yeah.
I got a test tomorrow. It's on an iPad. Would you bring it or would you leave it on? I mean, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
If you leave, you get the extra day of study.
Man.
I'm just saying, right? You know.
That's the reason I love to. That's the reason I want to cheer y'all on, because that's a lot. Because you're dealing with, because really the responsibility of the parent, but the parents aren't. So then you left with with a kid who's not getting any real parenting at home.
Yeah.
For whatever the reason may be. Like, I'm not holding it.
Oh, yeah.
Foster kids in and out of. We sending 30 kids to you who aren't disciplined, who don't know what respect, don't know what boundaries. We talking mental health now. Like, oh my goodness.
It's tough. It has been tough, you know. But a lot of them don't really challenge me too much. I don't really have too many problems. My issue is when I'm doing lunch duty or something, they always want to fight in front of me. So I got to break it up, you know. And I don't like having to do that. This year I went into it, I said, I'm not doing that this year. I'm not getting involved in breaking up these fights. It's a resource officer here for a reason. But here I go again, the resource officer behind me. Why are you behind me going to break a fight up? Why are you behind? It's like, it's crazy.
Yeah.
Something like that.
That's the cool. But, you know, I think the cool thing is you get the opportunity to navigate these challenges. And, man, think of how bored it would be if you didn't. Yeah, definitely. But some days you just want it to be boring. Like if it's game day, hey, it's game day. Can we just
I don't want to do nothing. Like this past fall, I lost my voice for 2 days.
Screaming.
I never have ever, I mean, gone.
Yeah.
Nothing. In the locker room before even getting out to practice.
Yeah.
It's like, y'all push me there. I've never had this issue. Lost my whole voice for 2 days. So like, well, I gotta save it. And then I got sick during like January. We're doing a basketball tournament.
Yeah.
Like, I can't miss. It was like 2 weeks. I had a 7th grade girls tournament. I had an 8th grade girls tournament. At the 7th grade girls tournament, I couldn't have talk. Had a cup. I had a cup on the bench. Everything look. I'm showing y'all dedication. I'm here. I could have probably found somebody to come do it, but y'all know I've been dog sick all week long. But I'm still here for y'all.
Yeah.
Y'all got to realize and start appreciating this stuff. So maybe one day we don't hit now. Maybe one day, 15 years from now, you think, dang, my coach was sick and came and did all that. So I'm hoping stuff starts hitting them later, because some of the stuff now is like, y'all just don't respect.
But I think that's so. I'm writing an ebook called Hello. Okay. It's a letter to teachers. Okay. And I think that's what I want to show teachers, because I was not the best student. Mm-hmm. But man, so when teachers or people who see me now who once taught, they like, man, but they say things like, I knew that you could, you know, like they see it in you.
Definitely.
Yeah, but at that moment, sometimes you just got to keep showing up. Yeah. Keep investing.
That's what makes you so mad, because you know, like, dude, you know better than this. I know
all the potential in the world.
Right? Yeah. It's definitely with sports. You know, I say I'm a hard still part of the hard old school hard nosed coach. I'm hard on them, but it's love at the same time. Definitely, I'm hard on you because I know you can be good. You can be great if you do it, but you sitting here going through the motions, you don't get no better. Like we've been doing this summer workout since June. Like some of you all are still the same because watch you not push yourself. You still, I mean, coach putting you through these drills, and you still doing it the same way you did the first day of June. That shouldn't be that. You're not getting any better, and to me, that's a want-to thing at this point. You showing up every day or daily or whenever you show up, and why get up this early in the morning? You're not giving your all. I'm getting up, driving from Guthrie to the city, getting everything I got. Like I said, y'all think we just show up and do this? I said, we talking all day long. I said, I'll be at 3 o'clock in the morning, and Coach Lewis will inbox me something, and I respond like, dang, why y'all up? Why are we both up at 3 o'clock in the morning talking about some football stuff or whatever the case? You know what I'm saying? And so, like I said, when we was talking earlier, early June, I was doing double duty. 9 to 10:30 football, and then going to girls' summer league basketball. I was just gone all day from 7 to 8 or 9 o'clock at night, doing double duty with it, trying to show my face even though it's football time. But I still want to show my face and be around because I'm new to the girls, even though I've had most of them come through Hefner, but new to PC North girls, showing my face, showing my dedication, and here I'm going to be here for y'all. So it's a lot of work.
What, do you have a favorite teacher moment? Do you have a moment that stands out to you? Or
Man, it's so mean with the little ones. And one thing I'm going to miss a little bit, I'm like, man, I want to be getting this stuff from these older kids. Maybe, like, kids in class draw you. Like, the kids love to draw. I mean, draw. I don't know if you saw it this year. I would say from this past year, it was the girl. Her name was JC. I'm going to say her last name. Her name was JC. She sat close to my desk. One day she turns around and says, do you mind if I draw you? It's like, no, I don't care. All right. The next day, came in, no pictures of me, no nothing, off memory. I posted it on Facebook.
Yeah, I think I do.
That picture.
Yeah.
6th grade can draw like that.
Yeah.
And I get those like every year. A couple years ago, during COVID, a girl drew me off of still, the video. I was doing the videos. She paused the video and drew me off of that. Things like that. Yeah. So kids are. So I would say something like that. It's always sports stuff with the kids. Like I said, my boys, they've been a football boy. I think they've gone 15-3, something like that in 3 years. The 3 games they lost was this past year. They just kind of gave up. They even got us a game against my hometown. We got out to a great start, scored in like 3 plays, and then it got called back. And then everything just kind of went downhill after that. You know what I'm saying? They kind of lost,
I was there.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? So, but I want to give them an experience, because they hadn't had that experience before.
Y'all play again this year?
I'm trying to. I talked to BB the other day if we can make it work. If somebody cancels, because there's a school out there, I won't say their name, that kind of does their thing going to cancel on people. So I told Coach BB, hey, if they cancel on y'all or they do us like that, like we did last year, so we end up playing, let's try to make it happen again. Just get the kids playing. I don't care win or lose. Of course, I want to win, but I want to give them an experience, and connection to my hometown or whatever, because I'm trying to instill a hometown feel into these city kids, and it's hard to do. That pride, sense of pride, and growing up wanting to be this, it's not really there because they bounce around and move so much. It's not the same type of deal. So I've been trying to, for like 5 years now, pour me into them like that, but it's not really working like that, because
a lot of it's not up to them, right?
Right, some of it's not to them. Some of it's not to them. But they'll get frustrated. Well, I ain't getting to play over here, so I'm gonna go. We didn't have the option.
No,
we just get better. Get better or don't play. You'll quit.
That's right.
They'll go. I'm gonna go to this other school.
I wouldn't even thought about that.
The same way the college kids are kind of doing now. Or
what is it?
The open transfer portal. Like I said, we got that in high school. Seems like Now let's go. So
that's crazy. What makes it big? If you understand it, what makes it bigger than sports for you? Like, man, sports is great and all that, but what makes it bigger than sports?
Like I said, I'm there to teach them life lessons. The pouring into them, the showing them me, my face, how I act, trying to be a good role model, trying to show. And I tell them, I want y'all to be good parents, good husbands, good wives, all that stuff. And all this is going to help you do that.
Yeah.
If you pay attention and learn and don't think someone's really fussing you out, fussing out what you did. You know, it's not out of not love. I said, we're here out of love. So y'all missing it. This is out of love.
Yeah.
So when it's done, it's done. I'm back to whatever. I'm back to being Mr. Stevenson instead of Coach Stevenson, whatever. You know what I'm saying? Even when I coach my kids with Caden or whatever, so Caden example. Coach them hard. I coach them harder than anybody on the field in the football game. We get in the car on the way home, it's over with.
Yeah.
It's done. I'm back to that. You know, Justin, Dad, I'm done. It's over with. You know, it's flipping the switch. Mm-hmm. You know, I want them to be able to turn it on. We talked about it Thursday. I want y'all to be the best students in the building. In the building. In uniform or not, y'all need to be the best in the building because y'all are the role models. Y'all are the leaders no matter what. You might not think you are, but y'all are the leaders. Mm-hmm. These kids that don't do anything, don't play sports, not in the band, not doing extracurricular activities, y'all are the leaders and the role models of the school. Yeah. You know, and some of them are mad thinking y'all get away with these things because you are this and that. And sometimes it's true. But I don't want that to be the case with y'all. I just want y'all to be good young men, good young women, and we roll. That's what I like. Yeah. You know, I like to see that. Like I said, that the girl that struggled with me, and then we had the connection in the classroom, and then she moved on, and she's still talking to me, and she's gotten better and doing, you know, over in Deer Creek, and she's doing good, you know. Yeah,
no, that's cool. That's cool. Who are some people in your field of work currently that you admire, or do you have a mentor? You got somebody who you lean in on?
Well, of course, I admire my friend, Coach Bennett here, Jr. He got into the field. We both talked about it years ago. He got into it earlier than me, you know, and I admire Coach for what he's doing with the youth around here and with the team. And my Uncle Ed, you know, he's doing it with the youth, you know. Kind of like I said before, back in 2020, I got a group of family and friends, and we kind of do the same thing, you know. So I kind of admire them. Like I said, I got my friend Coach Lewis from Guthrie too, but he's with me at PC North. Admire him and what he does with it, you know. Yeah. And as far as in the profession, I'm a Coach Prime guy. I'm a Dion guy. You see the gold whistle. I admire him the way he rolls. He's a man of God. Yeah. He pours into the kids. Great role model. People might not like him because he think he's arrogant or cocky or whatever. It's called he's confident. It's not cocky. It's confident. And if you can ball, you can ball. Yeah. So why not show it? Yeah. And be, you know what I'm saying? So that's kind of it. The guys that I admire. Yeah. To this field.
Yeah. No, that's cool. Yeah. It's been cool. I've been kind of following. I don't watch a whole bunch of sports, but I like the stories. People.
Yeah.
And I've loved Deion's story as far as going to Jackson State and then now going over to Colorado and kind of keeping up with that and just the impact that he's
changing the culture. Yeah, that's what I say I'm trying to help do at North. There's been a lot of losing going on in the last few years, football wise, basketball wise, but we got talent. The kids are there. They just need a mindset change. You know, and people believing in them and pushing them. Again, sometimes you got to be hard on people to get things out of them. You just got to playing psychologist with sports. Some guys, girls and guys, you can do this too. Some you can't. Or you got to pull them to the side later. Hey, this is what I meant by that. Yeah. You know, or if it fits you, it fits you. Yeah. Don't take it personal. You got to get better. Yeah. You got to get better.
Yeah. That's cool. Talking about Coach Prime and him being somebody that you look up to, NIL deals, college, you and I kind of talked about that before we got started. Man, where are you at with that? How have you felt that started impacting, junior high school students, athletes?
I'm kind of in the middle. It's like if you the big time, you the star, and you making so much money already, but you really trying to make it to the pros, to me it's like, am I going to give it my all? Am I going to try to hold myself back to not get hurt? Or you start peeking to see, or, okay, I'm going to this school next. You know, it's just things like that. I'm kind of in the middle of the road. I'm glad the guys are getting a little bit of something. But dang, how much? Yeah. You know, that's all with it.
Yeah. But I think one of the things you mentioned, too, is kind of like do they lose their motivation once they start getting paid?
Do you lose your love, your childhood love and drive that got you there? Is it all money-based now? is it all just about money now, or it's the love of the game? It's like sometimes it don't sound like it's the love of the game no more.
Yeah.
Like getting so much money and just out there. Win or lose, so what?
Yeah.
I still like, who was it? The dude from Texas this year, Bijan Robinson. Shoot, he had a Lamborghini. He's running back. Shoot, he lose. He fumbled. One game he fumbled. Shoot, he wasn't getting that Lamborghini and drive to his apartment. You know what I mean? So it's just like, dang, you know. So I don't know. I don't want to sound like I'm extra old school and no, just go play. But they do deserve something. I know a bunch of OSU guys, you know. And I tell them, I said, y'all need no money no more. Y'all, you know, y'all got NIL. You know, I talk to them like, no, you know, but things like that. So kind of middle of the road with it.
Because some of it too, like that, for them, and it's probably hard to understand. It's sometimes hard to understand things as an adult, but man, you start buying that stuff, you got to keep it up. So you go lose your motivation, you lose your money,
right?
You know,
exactly.
So now you got all this stuff that you didn't accumulated, and so now you got to keep that stuff up. I was talking to Zell about his hair, and you know he has the dreads.
Yeah,
no,
that costs some money.
Well, no, here's the thing. He's like, he wants to cut his hair.
Really?
I said, if you cut your hair, you do know, like, you can probably have to get a haircut every other week.
Yeah.
That's $25, $30.
Yeah, ooh, now,
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? The dreads is good because Bernadette doesn't, but it would be expensive if Bernie didn't do it. But, man, you cut your hair.
Yeah.
And so teaching kids, like, things cost. Once you.
Right. Like I said, it's definitely about teaching them life lessons and talking. Like one day, might have been 2 years ago, they made me so mad in class one day. Like, I just sit in the back of the room. I just sit back there like, Mr. Stevenson is waiting for y'all to be quiet. I just sit in the chair. I'm not arguing with y'all. I just go sit. Y'all gonna miss a lesson for today. I sit in the back, just like this at the table, waiting for them to get quiet. Something about some money came up. I went up and did a whole budgeting deal. I said, when I was growing up and I was in college, I said, ooh, I can't wait to make that $30,000 a year. I'm gonna be, ooh. Turn out that's enough. It was nothing.
Yeah.
$30,000 is nothing. You know what I mean? For a grown person like that, when I thought I was gonna be balling, ooh, $30,000 job, be balling. It ended up being like nothing, you know. So I did a whole deal. I said, here's your rent, here's your car payment, here's your insurance. We got down. It's like, you know, I was like, yeah. So you gotta really watch it, and like you said, you gotta really keep it up and maintain it, things like that. So I like teaching things like that.
Yeah,
with them, man.
Which are the life skills you talked about?
Life
it
skills.
Makes it bigger than sports and all that
Bigger than sports and class. I said, I gotta teach you this curriculum, but I'm here mainly. I want to teach you some life stuff. I done been through some things that I want to try to help you avoid going through. They don't get. It's like being a parent. It's like you're parenting your students, you're parenting your players. You're just a full-time parent. Yeah. You know, regardless. Yeah. Trying to, like, you try to protect your kid from going through something you went through. They don't want to listen to you. They're going to go do it anyway. Well, try to help them out. You did everything else. That's all I'm doing. Yeah. Trying to help them avoid going through some things and tell them some things that I've been through. Yeah. I'm very transparent, open with them. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, I tell my story, get it out of the way, so you know where I'm coming from and why I am the way I am. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? But I'm here for you all. For sure, man. That's so good. What would you be doing if you weren't coaching? I know that you've only been in it 7 years. Yeah. But have you, like, what would you be doing? You would definitely still be coaching. Be coaching. But what would you be doing if you weren't teaching? I don't know. And like I said, I've done a few different things. You know, definitely wouldn't be policing no more. That definitely wasn't for me. Yeah. I like the DHS work. I'm really not sure. I just, like you said, I know I would still be coaching in some capacity if it was not getting paid, still doing Little League or whatever. Yeah. I would still be coaching and still be trying to do something with kids. It's just who I am now. I try to run away from it all, you know, not doing the teaching the kids and all that, but right. It came back to me in full circle around anyway. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, for sure. Well, man, I got to ask. Yes, sir. How did you end up at Oklahoma State? What made you an Oklahoma State fan? Man, I really wasn't. Like I said, people might want to play games. When we was in the 90s, I was a junior high, 94. OU and OSU were both terrible. Let's just be real. They were not good in the 90s at that time. Yeah. My cousin Tori went to OSU in 97. Yeah, so I started being able to go around or whatever and be up there and go to games and hanging out and stuff. And I just like the environment, the atmosphere. I tell everybody, it's a totally different vibe in Stillwater than it is in Norman. Yeah. It just is. That's a town. It's a city. Yeah. It's a city called, you know, it's just totally different. You know, it's like Guthrie. It's like putting a college in Guthrie.
Yeah.
You're in the town.
Yeah.
So you're going to be able to embrace and meet people or whatever. So I just love the feel of it. So I was not like I grew up a OSU fan. I was a Florida State fan, growing up and stuff like that. I liked players. I'm more of a player. I was more of a players person who played my position. You know what I'm saying? I was a Charles Woodson fan. He was in Michigan, corner. Deion fan. I was a fan of people. I was never really a school person.
Yeah.
So I started like an OSU and I got to OSU 23 years ago. That's when I became an OSU guy. But I bleed orange in all sports, everything. I'm an OSU person.
Yeah. So my son's a senior.
Oh, dang.
So college is something we talking about, all that stuff. Should he join the fraternity or not join the fraternity?
I just think if he sees it's something that fits him, there's a lot of benefits to it. Everybody sees the fun part. If it's a historically black fraternity, they see the strolling and all that stuff that's posted online. They don't see the work that goes into it. We do work. We have fraternity meetings. There's a fraternity meetings on certain day of the week. You got to put on certain programs for the university. You're out there trying to improve the university, not just party or whatever like that. You are there to, be a part of the community, do good things. When I was there, we did big brothers, big sisters. We did that. I had a little brother, I used to go see at school. Since I've always been involved in school and not even thinking about it.
Yeah.
Just stuff like that. Used to go read Dr. Seuss Week. Used to go read at elementary in Stillwater. It's like I said, it's things I've forgotten about that you just reminded me of. So you can just know there's things you're really going to be doing, not the stuff that's posted online. You're going to be doing work, trying to be a good student, good citizen, and showing off your people while you have on your letters or whatever, like that. So I think if he feels like feels he's fit doing it and sees himself, don't let the fraternity make you. You got to go be an impact the fraternity. Don't let it make it think, well, I got this now. No, you're still the same person. You should be already before joining.
Yeah.
Don't let it change you. Like I can remember when I joined, I had friends like, I already had friends before joining. I didn't join this for friendship. I can remember that like, dude, I already had my friends already in Stillwater. Yeah, y'all my brothers or whatever. Now we are back, but I still had friends. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So it's a tricky deal, but I enjoy it. Like I said, you talk to my LBs now. 3 of them for sure. We still communicate. One actually worked with me last year. Everybody spread out now. Yeah. So some communication got lost, but no love is lost. Yeah. So I'm still involved with some of the young guys at OSU right now. It's in return, like I said, if you're on the football team. So I talk with them, communicate with them, and mess with them. So,
gotcha.
But it's all love. So, and then the networking, people are everywhere. Yeah. You just never know. There's so many people in Congress or whatever, like Jeffries in New York. He's a fraternity. Yeah. Senator Jeffries, right? Yeah, he's a Kappa. Yeah. So it's just people everywhere, all over. So you just gotta
networking
and community and communication and handling your business.
That's cool. Man, well, I appreciate you being on today.
Oh, yes, sir. Thank you.
Yeah, man. And so keep up the great work. Hopefully I get to catch a game.
So some Mondays, I'll send you the schedule out. It's a Monday. I call it Monday Night Lights now.
Monday night.
I went from Tuesdays and Thursdays to Monday nights.
Monday night. You gonna be able to say you played every night.
Yeah, every night but Wednesdays. But we've done it. So
that's cool.
It's fun. It's been a lot of work, but I've been enjoying it so far.
That's good. Good. Sir. Keep it up. Hey, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for hitting that play button once again for the Heady Coleman podcast. Go check Justin out. Justin, you got social media you want people to follow you?
I'm on Instagram, J-Rock Stevenson, Facebook, Justin Stevenson. Can't remember my Twitter. It's some numbers, JS3 something. But Coach Justin Stevenson on Twitter.
Cool beans.
Yes, sir.
Hey, go follow him. Go check him out. And as always, ladies and gentlemen, go